So again, just showing you this selection with the UPS is trying to give you the selection of where the company had started the delivery. And when you see it right here, it's label created, shipped from Minnesota, made it to Middleburg Heights in a certain time frame. So this is just the tracking of that. And then the part with the logo. So if I click in a little bit closer here and get the ruler guides and the text tool, everything that I need. So I'm just going to take a ruler guide and place it right down the middle, and then taking the pen tool. So as you start this, I'm just going to give it a selection that starts off with the line coming across, double clicking this part. Let's see if it's going to let me do it, and changing the color to a darker blue. So there's the curved point, clicking to that, taking that off so I have no fill, and then coming down here. Now this, when I drag this handle, keeping the shift key, sets the curve point for the future point that you're going to create. Bless you. And then has that point there. I shift key this up here. That gives me that panel. Shift X just fills it black, so you have that. And then the reflect tool hidden. Just go to the option and copy it over. Whoops. Thought I had it. There we go. So there's the copy of it. So the nice thing is that it's symmetrical right off from the start, and the Pathfinder is going to let me click in here to make that one element coming across. So that gives me the outline. This piece that's in the middle, little section there, you can go to Path and offset the path and click on Preview. It's going to give me that section. And you notice this is in inches, so it jumps up a little bit. So I'm going to cancel that, right-click into the ruler, and turn that into points, and go back. So that way the unit of measure is a little bit more consistent. So 10 points, 987, and all the reverse down to this size. Click OK. So now I just have to concentrate about this arch right here. So clicking the curve, coming all the way over to this curve, I'm going to take that piece right out of there. Just to show you, that's the section, this shape here. So these two selections, shift keying them together, Pathfinder's up at the top. Then you have a couple options here, minus front from top. So that gives you that highlighted piece pretty quickly. Okay? So I just turn that off. As far as the registration mark, I'm just going to click and do Option R, and that'll give me this selection. Go under Character and just type in Helvetica, and that'll give you that piece from there. You can eyedrop the color for that. So it makes it pretty quick, pretty easily set up. The UPS, I can click on this with a selection like this. And again, taking a look at the fonts, I'm just going to go to Arial Bold. Give me this piece. So again, just trying to create that section. Now if you drew this from scratch, or you wanted to make it a little bit more particular on that piece, you can take this font, go under Type, and create outlines. And what happens is that the outlines are created. If it's grouped together, you can see up here at the top there. So just going to ungroup it, and you'll see that these parts are separately located. Now, depending on how far you can take it, this guarantees that some of the lettering is perfectly placed on there. I can go to the pen tool, hit the delete anchor point, and take some of these out. So it'll give me a little bit of a selection. I can take the selection piece as well and take some of these out. This is just opposed to drawing it from scratch right away. So it's just kind of taking some of these points out. It's trying to get your default. So again, if I take the letter A, I can use arrow keys to drop this up. So you may find this a little easier or better. Here's the corner point highlighted up at the top. So that's allowing you to change that, changing the path tool. But it kind of guarantees a little bit of the beginning of it being established there, and gets you a little bit of use into the pen tool. Doing it along those lines. So let's see if I can, and then the other option again is using the pen tool. And the smart guides are placed in there to help create that part, so just kind of doing it both ways. Center line with the shift key. And then just use the Pathfinder, merge those together. Handles to bring those pieces out. Just using the eyedropper. That gives you that part. So that's the flat graphic, and then to see about placing this up at the top one here. We can see it has the highlight, the gradient, placing those pieces in there, using some of the effects with the shadows, stylize and that drop shadow, that type of thing. Let's see, rasterize, stylize, drop shadow. So taking a look at that. One. Okay. Gradient. And again, taking a look at your gradient editor. gonna set this up here with you.